Oh, nyame adom. Meje oso na watiefo nyina nso meje obi aso.
Nice one. Yes, you do so I say. Nana, you see, an the Ghana economy no, and you knew 4.7 a year percent. Our first quarter. I mean, are you feeling the growth?
I think the question, you know, oh, sometimes na me catch on say these your friends say quantitative figures here very often
Mm,
we bandy around in the name of economics, you know.
mm,
Sometimes those things for certain purpose,
mm-hmm,
but set on the lives of the people there, it's a different thing altogether because the indicators on the ground, you know, am pointed to anything positive. Who any significant improvement in the lives of the people. The last time I was telling you about the inflation numbers, na indication just say you recorded ama a sort of from, but so here the rate at which the prices of goods and services are rising as against the rising dollar versus the cedi now. You don't see any indication. The only
mm,
indication you get as an ordinary man on the street is there is your friend is a certain upward increment a cost in the prices and then as a form. So on paper, Ghana Statistical Service can say there has been a growth, and I think that growth, we should be looking at how a bit me translate and any certain direct impact be. Say by ya can't people really appreciate it, and these numbers obviously will look the way in terms of your friend saying quantitative figures never look because said another last time I catch on no
mm-hmm.
yen service a debt as it stands now. And as we stand, there has been a freeze on amount for matter government bond that time as say yeah we pay or more. We are not paying those things. So government is sitting on a lot of debt, a lot of money. Otherwise, or free those money qua. Obviously, these numbers yeah, can't say me. I think say say so these numbers, normally in the name of politics and economics, I yeah come for the books there. You might feel that something is happening, but the reality is that if you come down and have engagement with the ordinary person in Ghana, those of you who have been coming from abroad, holidays, and then as a forum, a family came from the United States of America quite recently, now or more pay baby stay for just a month. The Ghana how they were paying around $2,400 a month. It will be $2,000 a month. You can imagine. So and they money there and easy, sir. So some of these figures and the numbers and when very often people throw them around, they don't get confused. They don't mean anything.
And Obi catch him say, hey, na doctor, you see Ghana the tonton few crown $20 million, $30 million. No matter say Michael Asian return it down and say, hey, na Ghana yet me ton fee in that amount of money, sir.
Yes. And you see, these are the real problem. You might expect to say, "I buy bit me be found." Now, government. I was having a conversation with someone. I was saying, say, even government institutions, they operate in Ghana. They are not operating overseas. They are operating in Ghana. These companies and institutions operating and they charge people in dollars. The last time, so over here, your friend is saying Ghana Medical and Dental Defense Council. So
Yeah.
they organize exams
Mm-hmm.
for Ghanaians who travel outside to do way. Go and ask them. They are charging them in dollars. You can't pay
Mm.
in cities. But this
Wow.
is where Ghana higher than you. So the drive for dollars, definitely will be high because say nipa no boabo city ano na eduru by being there is they need to convert that money to dollars. You lose value. So Obi a person keeping money in dollars. So Obi a holding on to dollars. So there is enough motivation for the person to do so. So as government, when there's a woman here disincentive, like I was telling somebody, if you go to South Africa today and who hold $100 with $200, one way, ube chine, baby, abasana bedi amount because there is a strict regulation as to how and when some of these foreign currencies in able to be used. But a certain ruby has been activated and will be free so holding on to the dollar. No, so the here will definitely go for $1. And the only reason I'm $1, the price dollar no cost on the same because when there are more people chasing few dollars, that is what drive the rate. So if you're able to cut the demand, it means the price will be stable. But we are not ready to cut the demand. The supply is also a problem. So obviously, the economy will be off gear. And I'm hoping, things will look better. But apart from the year when they here, I'm not sure ordinary Ghanaian is convinced that anything better is happening in this country.
Wede ma memfa unia eye monarch eye dakwa young embrem eye movement for change eye France ja womo communication officer won wodi animo ewo ho monarch abom ti say
ready adam na nanu madaroma me ho ye na monso e
yensu ye hu ye o ene ye da sorry I say eye aban no Ghana economy no enyini by 4.7%. Asema yebisa ne say sa growth inti Ghana fo no omobete omu feel bi de
Mamini kan fa asadama for giving me this platform. Na menchia wati for mutie from near and far across the globe. Na menchia minia Ivan. Ivan is one person I really, really admire. In fact, I'm so glad saying your path across it because I've been watching him time and Umia. I'm like, who is this man with so much fire? And I'm so happy seeing him here today. So, Ivan, Nyamisha, for the work you are doing for God and country. So I woke up with this same news, economy net grew by 4.7%. And just as you said, no, so economy grew, it should reflect on the lives of the people. And he said, I mean, these are figures and figures can be generated. If I want to play the devil's advocate, but granted, what is the effect of this 4.7 growth on the Ghanaian or not? What is the plight of the? I am use that word ordinary Ghanaian, but that's what we are forced to use. What is the growth, its effect on the Ghanaian or no? Sorry, how much the book was allied to Abama government we see. Obi baby say economy crabby grow. What are some of the signs? I mean, who say, oh, economy be grow and economy be grow. I will say share certain indicators, sanity and scientists idea. And this is just a number. We can just say numbers are here, but can just to score political points. One of the major metrics they measure economy a low employment rate. Say my muna say who's economy be grow check the employment rate unemployment rate, sorry. And I said vis-a-vis employment rate. Employment rate no so say dodo na enya adwuma ya. It means say dodo na that burden say omo idle omo nya adwuma nti e dey ahocha ba omo so no, it is quite low. But is it the case in Ghana? The answer is a big no, because the last time I checked, labor statistics nature say 1.3 Ghanaian youth between the ages of 18 to 35 and are jobless. The unemployment rate near over 14%. And you cannot tell me, say, a country with this statistics and extra economy grow. It is also from the angle, say, the optimism measured by the consumer confidence index. Say, ni party memufo no, omo bibia ye no my say goods and services no. Omo confidence in enema omo consuming no. Senetia na. Say uko marketer. Most people are crying because prices of commodities are skyrocketing almost every day. The rate at which inflation, hit Ghana for 1 year so hard, say, and then you cannot even plan. Say first, maybe I will 500 now if planning for a week, and now you can't because each and every day there are prices of commodities on the market, and a banner so I wouldn't me and plan our life as a person. Even in the business community, you cannot even project. You cannot project. Ultimately, projection say, okay, because price will stabilize, the intimate year plan this budget, maybe a first quarter, second quarter, or first half of the year. These are some of the few factors. HSA say NPP for design news and whoever generated this news, the catcher say Ghana economy grew here. Near me, ABR figures no may be right, but it is not reflective on the life of the ordinary Ghanaian because people are crying. And you cannot tell me economy grew when Timemu for so each person they be an omo etro.
Baba,
Yeah.
Bobo dia na me too my why. Na say feedback no yo.
Into on that score, no, I wouldn't want to doubt the figure though, but my only problem has to do with it's reflective on the lives of the ordinary Ghanaian citizen.
Yo, you nua Baba Amando or MPP for one more spokesperson Emma Sunyani East na odonso aba a friend saying ya homa na so na ye mana kwaba na ye mbusa ne say the 4.7 growth in Ghana yenya no if it reflects with the lives of my Ghana anymore. Baba mo akwaba.
Me
And the Ghana's economy grew by 4.7% over first quarter. No way busa say, are you feeling the growth in Ghana?
Yo, my fa and Chakasi and the Kaima, Dr. Ryan Watifu. Now you can about so. The issue of growth. Yes, because the economy grew. We are talking about expansion of the economy. Is that not the case?
Sabe Pepe.
What it means, therefore, is that there are relatively more jobs being created periodically and as occasionally, even if you like, on daily basis. And also, and into the economy, it grew. Yes, and yes, it grew, yeah, automatically. Then people begin to see heaven. Anybody who thinks like that, disservice to himself and to the listeners and viewers on this show. And then here comes. When your economy begins to grow, what it means is that a lot more jobs will be created, a lot more opportunities will be created, a lot more taxes will be paid, and then you'll be able to implement policies. People will be able to earn a living. That is what we're talking about. Adenta, you look at the investment that government has done. If you go to Zipline today, all the people that are manning the Zipline facility are Ghanaians. All of them. In the sales centers and a Zipline drone, medical drone delivery system, no, we are the largest in the world. These are Ghanaians. So if you don't create it, how would they get the jobs? And say, quite apart from Zipline, you introduced free SHS. It came with its problems. Who said teachers cry, we needed to employ more. We have since employed secondary school teachers more than 27,000. But together, educational employment in more than 100,000. If your economy is growing, it is expanding. Therefore, you can create more jobs. And say, double track I introduced here along the line. We needed to employ more hands. We need to employ more teachers, more non-teaching staff, to augment the decision that we have taken. And then you see infrastructure, educational infrastructure, every public secondary school. We have more than 1,200 public secondary schools. We have built infrastructure in every one of them, and I challenge anyone to come and see no. Say a dining hall, modern one, fully furnished. A laboratory. A dormitory, a classroom block. Other science labs that is it. And they see 10 brand new science, technology, engineering, and mathematics schools. Maybe if the economy has not expanded, and new teachers are moving free. Are you following the argument I'm making?
And
they are buying our regional hospital under the Eurojet project. We completed it and they employ more. You buy not a friend is a Konongo hospital don't move under Eurojet project for Bimuba Amanya, Yababi, Yaba Sunyani Airport, no more good 2016. Yaba Abe rehabilitated. Tawana International Airport Expansion Project, Dr. Bamiaba, UK, and no budget facility in the Bay. MIA expanding for more people. So we are talking about expansion of the economy. Obi culture say, does it translate? But how would that translate? And they are more. But the figures guide us to the more, to expand the economy more, to create more jobs. And they see 101 111 district hospitals, unprecedented. By close of October, almost 60 ever ready for commissioning. At very stage of completion.
Ma membre mu kakra na membu say nti wo kan nyina ne say in essence no the 4.7 na economy na grow no e be reflected here but enye CCA na Ghana need
because if you free but your time na e call almost zero then the see a month for people were losing their jobs.
But unji ni se baba obi a wotie beka say na say te sa de adena and reflecting with the life of people no because governance here can no is about the life of people until say
senior but I've given you instances clear examples are creating Jumadi Amankofo. Is that not what I've done?
Yeah.
Yes. Immediately I employ but air quiet anymore so I didn't bet by now economy expanded and then obit need them eco school or Ghana. If you don't invest in fiber optics, how do you train people? But what must it? 92% of Ghana's total fiber optic cables was laid by Nana Addo Akuffo Addo any NPP government. So people now can use internet to do business. I uninterrupted. Yeah, but jump of 5G. You've heard of it, right?
Yeah.
So when you create this environment, people are able to invest their monies in your economy. And that's economy no man officer sorry na Nissan Abba I want to open a plant, assembly plant ana Toyota, ana Suzuki, ana VW. All of them are in Ghana because your economy is expanding. So people are getting jobs to do. When you create consciously policies that translate, policies that invite people, they will put their money in your economy, and that is what is happening today. And now, so what is Central Oil Refinery? The largest in the whole of West Africa. Akuffo Addo buy under the 1D1F, and they completed to say the more refining field. Central, the largest amount for money, the West Africa won't consider somebody with Baba for refinery. When it is fully operational, what has it done? It creates more jobs for the people. But to see, the numbers are good. We have to consolidate it and invest more to bring it more invested to expand the economy far better. Now you have salaries. Salaries after Akuffo Addo by 2017. Not salary, saying. Public sector workers, not salary, saying. And now cumulatively from 2017, what 78%. 78%. Because I buy a degree, need 2,300. And I get 4,300. If you acquire more than that, may not cast the CA or they can't move early stages. I'm said 11%, 12%. And you pray for cola. One amateur government workers pray for cola. No, they buy 15%. And no signing 15 make cola no one 30. No sign 23%. And what's why they are to medal year. Bisa won't say yes. Challenge Saba. But almost salary and Sabiamu.
And the wo can say, we share a year fix, a year solution, say, can say, and we share Ghana unemployment rate now. Is expected to remain a year flat at a year 4.0%
yes.
in 2024 and 2025. Also,
because you see, the issue is that unemployment rate in the end of the bank. You have a population that is growing. Then you are training more job and skilled people. Akuffo Addo has trained more brains than any government since independence. So you expect that unemployment because
because say was sere asemo a wo kan no movement for change or monarch movement for change
what I'm saying is Akuffo Addo the records are that as at the time I buy since independence ever since 2017 SHS graduates now a total of 800,000 and then in 7 years, a jump up of 1.2 million and 1.4 million. Send it account. 600,000, right? States independence, 800,000. And then in 7 years, we have trained brains of 600,000 at the account. But in total, you're training 6.2 million Ghanaian children. The American money say every year, no, Nankankola economy acquire 800,000. So say every year, because of free SHS, and Kola 1.4 million. So you are training brains. When you train brains, they become skilled, and they are not to say. Yeah, be acquiring. Say Aquada be one to go school or secondary, and now what tertiary now because of the introduction of free SHS, tertiary numbers, are increasing more than ever since independence. And so when you create a skilled labor, not jobs and then master the SSA bar, eventually, we have to allow the private sector to come in and help government. And that is why you introduce 1D1F.
And the awo can kwesi ni say and e wo hwa the awo can kwesi ni say and e wo President Akuffo Addo a year because of education in there has been a connect between a year education system, and a year skilled, a year required, for the labor market.
And you say, labor market, a lot more people are looking for jobs because you have trained more people. Give the private sector opportunity. How do you do that? You invest in policies that one district, one factory. And there were not less than 157 factories. Operational. It has also what? Absorbed some of them. No, Sunyani East. Facility we were trying to get them agro inputs. In 2019, we gave them a tax waiver of 267,119. Some are more 10 years tax exemption. And then no more workforce, now you're only 43, and now you're 167 the last time I checked. On my expansion, a lot more people are getting jobs to do. Make like EKA Ventures. No, credit, and they are investing $1 million Ghana cedis. And we are investing in a physical asset, and they offer more people to expand, and then you create more jobs. And then we have the largest steel factory in Ngo Pram. This is NPP, your project, and you will be there. HB will be Babakasana, will be the belly dear. What we got in your
movement for change war. Nami too. I say Eii Ivan, Eii Ivan Innocenti. Me sure say and obejoin here. Dakwa what a year Baba Mando Sunyane de Okohodia wono na eja wo kasa asanso a member of a year Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia campaign team a communication a year member.
I made Cambo Nabaso for how eloquent he is. Me did say Senka Dr. Bawumia omomdine chino if omunyina to say Baba Mando said they will see a casa fluently say nanka ebeboa omo but nens more kind nyina no Bible say asem na wi anything e could be saying e could see sense it should be e could see say stands my yekeke nyina no se nipa no timemufo no be fili ade no I mean say oka figures infrastructures schools amasi intake amafa of free SHS I expanded tertiary and skilled labor na animanina na wi e could be say e was se nipa no o fili and I'm happy he made mention of the fact that figures near positive now and reflected in the year. See, this is why I have issues with most of these communicators are buying. When the actual administration was in government, they made mention of some of these things here. I said they never ever understood them. I mean, they almost not they had these excuses. But they were told, they say, and some are more kind, they are not reflective in our pockets. Sikani feel able to and Dr. Ren want to be. Until when it is your turn, I say you want us to give you this breathing space. More than they ask a different dispensation. It is neither here nor there. At the end of the day, it should be reflective in the pockets of the ordinary Ghanaian now. Or say there are lots of skilled laborers. Schools are training omunya ejuma enye because you training omubi ejuma ni wanintini ye person involved with the private sector. Beautiful. A chair government or yeah, they just ad hoc or on planning. Then I just say, oh no, I say, because populist, many are the nanny panu but at the end of it.